Hi, welcome to this lesson on Probability Counting Principles Part 2. Let's have a look at question 2. If the letters of the word committee are randomly arranged, what is the probability that the new arranged word starts and ends with the same letter? Okay, so let's break down what we have here. So we've got the word committee. How many letters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there are 9 letters in this word. And what is the composition of that? Well, there's one C, there's one O, 2 M's, one I, 2 T's, and 2 E's. Okay, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters. Now we want probability. So that's that p-value between 0 and 1. So the probability that it must start and end with the same letter, well, by the classical definition of probability, that's the number of ways. So if I call this thing star, then it's the number of ways that star can happen divided by the total ways we can arrange the letters of the word. So we need to work out these two items and then divide them. So I'm going to do n total first. Okay, so how many ways can we arrange all these letters? So there are 9 factorial ways. However, the letters that are repeated need to be divided out by the fundamental counting principle. Okay, so that's divided by 2 M's, 2 T's, and 2 E's. So that's 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Okay, so if we bring up our calculator, let's check how many ways that is. So that's going to be 9 factorial divided by, well, 2 factorial is just 2. So I can put it like that. That's going to be 45,360. So that's the total number of ways we can arrange the word committee if we weren't giving any restrictions. But now we do have some restrictions. So we need to find the number of ways that the word can start and end with the same letter. Okay, well, let's think about this. So let's put our spaces here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, first of all, we could have the 2 M's, right? So if those are fixed, there's only one way of doing this. So that's 1 and 1. Then there are 7 letters in the middle to account for. So 7 factorial, because we can arrange them in any way. However, we still have these 2 T's and these 2 E's as repetition. So we need to divide them out. You'll ask yourself, well, why can't I divide out the repetition for the 2 M's? Well, there's only one way we're going to deal with it. The 2 M's, one at the end and one at the start. So we don't have to divide that because that is the only way that can happen. So there's no real repetition happening there. We are fixing that those 2 repeated letters must be at the start and the end. We're not counting them twice, because if I moved this M suddenly there and this M suddenly there, that doesn't give me a second unique way. So that's why we're not dividing that out. It's only considered once. Okay, or, which is plus in probability, we could have the 2 T's starting. Okay, so you could have a T here, then 7 factorial ways here, and then another T here. Again, only one way of this happening. Okay, and then again, there are 2 M's and 2 E's that need to be divided out here. Or, so adding, again, you could start with the 2 E's, or sorry, start and end with the 2 E's. There'll be 7 factorial ways here, and then there'll be the 2 T's and the 2 M's we need to divide out. Okay, so that is the entire sum. So we just need to do 7 factorial over 2 factorial times 2 factorial for this first one. And we are adding it to itself 3 times. So we're just multiplying it by 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and work that out. Okay, so I have 7 factorial all over 2 times 2, because 2 factorial is 2, and then multiply that by 3. 3,780. Okay, so therefore, the probability that it'll start and end with the same letter is equal to 3,780 divided by the total number of ways, 45,360. So let's work out what that value is going to be. So I'm going to have 3,780 divided by 45,360, and that's going to be 1/12, which is roughly 0.082 2 decimal places. So you have a roughly 8% chance that if you took the letters of the word committee and randomly arranged them, that the word will start and end with the same letter. So you'll have an 8% chance of that happening. All right, so that's how we would do this type of question. I'll see you in the next one.